Hello everybody. Well, for those who don't know, we are in black and white for the next 40 days until Easter Sunday. I always turn my social media black and white during the whole 40 days of Lent, which is a commemoration of the 40 days that Jesus spent in the wilderness fasting and praying. A lot of Christians all around the world spend the 40 days of Lent fasting from certain luxuries like sweets or stuff like that, and replacing the time they would have spent doing luxuries. Like some people, for example, do social media, and other people do give up hobbies and replace that time with prayer and penance, and just a time to draw closer to the Lord. Today, Ash Wednesday, begins that season. Myself, there's only so much fasting I can do, so I try to give up other luxuries, and one thing that I give up is color photography. The only exception I make is the weekend of St. Patrick's Day, because St. Patrick is my patron saint, so I celebrate him, and I turn everything back to color for the duration of St. Patrick's Day, and then I switch it back to black and white until Easter. Ash Wednesday is a traditional ancient holiday which dates back to the dawn of the church era, in which people began their holy period of Lent by putting ashes on their forehead. When I lived in West Virginia, I didn't see a lot of that. A lot of people up there said, "What is Ash Wednesday?" But most of West Virginia are descendants of denominations that didn't do that. Down here in Tennessee, I've seen probably already 30 people with ashes on their head, so it's a little more common in areas, that have more apostolic churches. And I think it is a good thing. And Ash Wednesday, while one thing about us is I don't ever try to get on here to force religion on anybody, it's just interesting to me. But Ash Wednesday is also a day where we remember our own mortality. Remember that every one of us, no matter how bleak, no matter how we are, no matter how rich we are, no matter how poor we are, no matter how great we are, eventually we will die. From dust we came, to dust we shall return. And whether you're Christian or whatever religion you are, it's dark to think it, but we all should face that reality that we won't live forever and that one day we will die. And basically, live every life and be happy. Forgive those who we've struggled to forgive, love those that are unlovable, and just be happy. Count your blessings. My blessings in my life, in addition to my faith, is my beloved Delta Ray. Love her more than anything in the world, and I always strive to show that devotion. In life, life is short. It really is, and we are not promised tomorrow. And as I sit and think about things like that, there's been people in my childhood that I grew up with, like my grandmother, my grandparents, people who were very close to me. I never imagined there would ever be a time that they wasn't with us. And well, they've passed away. They're no longer with us. And on days like this, when we remember that we all will die and that death is sure and death is a reality, it's one of those days to remind us of the slogan they used 10 years ago, YOLO, you only live once, be happy. Remember, try to strive for the best of yourself. Do what you can. For those of us Christians that are commemorating Ash Wednesday, many of us will be going to church and receiving ashes on our forehead in the shape of the cross. And that'll remind us, from dust we came, dust we come back. And the ashes are a symbol of a time of new birth and repentance and penance for us. So to everybody out there that is commemorating today, I wish you a very blessed Ash Wednesday. Have an awesome Lent, and I pray for great success in the determinations and the commitments that you've made during the holy season of Lent.